everybody, welcome to another review. Today we're checking out these Code 11 repros of the Spiritus Expander Wing Mark II. So the guys over at the bunker, they were getting some new kit, and they were asking me, what do I think of these wings? And I was like, I have no first-hand experience with those. So they ordered a set. We're like, test them out, let us know what you think. Did a little research. I knew they were Spiritus copies, I just didn't know what model. Found out they were the Mark II, and I messed with them for a month and a half, 2 months. Ran on a few different rigs. Recent rig I was running on was a Haley D3CR Heavy repro by Code 11. That review, I'll put a little card if you want to see it. You actually see these wings in that review. I talked about how we would talk about it later. Well, now is later. So these are in Ranger Green, or close enough to Ranger Green. And like I said, they are copies of the Spiritus Mark II expanders. Spiritus is on, I think, the Mark III or 4 at this point. They're not bad. I dig them. I thought they were cool. I like them enough that I got a brown set to go on my son's D3CR repro so he could have them. I'm running a whole another set of wings on mine, which will be another review. If you want to see those later, you will have to come back to the channel. The wings themselves, I thought were pretty well sized. They will hold radios with no problem, such as the AR-152 from Baofeng. That's the radio I run the most right now when I play, mainly because I have a ton of components for it, and my TRI battery died and I got to get a new one. So this radio fits in this wing with zero issues. It is a very big space, and you could expand or contract with this piece in here. I'll show you in a second what I'm talking about. Set that radio up in there, and it is fine. It feels good. A little bit of give right now while it's in my hands, but when I'm wearing it, I don't notice any shifting of the radio. Running, I didn't feel the radio sloshing or shifting around. It was snug to the body anyway. They've got these laser cut ports in it, kind of like their spuds, but not really. I don't know what the reasoning behind it. Maybe it's a tie scram off to it. Who knows? I'm sure that's probably what it's for, but hey, whatever. These laser cut pieces here are for your chest rig straps, which I'll talk more about in a moment. And then you do have these ports back here that are actually for a tube. You could actually integrate a tube there and then have your tube sticking out and then make this work with a tube cummerbund if you really wanted to. That's kind of cool. I think that's neat that they added that. And then you've got these two laser cut slits here. I wish I knew exactly what those were for. God, I'm clumsy. I wish I knew exactly what those were for, but I don't. I couldn't figure it out. It didn't really. Oh, you know, I think those might be for a top buckle. Whatever. I didn't do it. That's probably what they are for. But anyway, so I said I'd talk about the inside. So the inside of here, we have a little piece of laser cut. I'm sure on the real one it's laminate. This feels like Cordura. It looks like Cordura, but it can be adjusted by Velcro. If I can get to it right here. See, we can Velcro it around and adjust the height of it. I don't want to pull it all the way out because there's no reason for that. But that adjusts the height of this bottom portion. So if you wanted to bring it up some more or down some more, depending on what item is in there, you can adjust the height, which is kind of cool too. I dig it. The shock cord sucks. It's that same crappy, super shiny Chinese stuff. Highly recommend you go out and buy some real shock cord. This is Ranger Green shock cord. You can see the difference right away. Not nearly as shiny. More of a Ranger Green. This is more of a weird olive. Same size, same stuff. Really cheap. Buy yourself some shock cord. Replace all that garbage if you buy these repros. That's just my 2 cents. And I know someone's like, well, just buy the real one then. Well, yeah, that too, of course. But if you didn't want to save a little money, you can, because that stuff's super cheap. The cord lock's okay. It is what it is. I'm sure it'll break over time. Then you replace it with a real one. I dig it. I like these. One thing I liked about these is they're very, very generously sized. I could get like a drink in there, like a water bottle or something. If I was playing, I would not be carrying kombucha when I play, but I could put that. That's about the size of a water bottle to show you what I'm talking about. Fits in there really nicely. So that's pretty cool. I couldn't get like a Nalgene in there. I did try. It was a little too big. And I was able to fit mags in here too. I could put 2 AR mags in there, 1 AK mag with no problems. So it doubled as magazine pouch, it doubled as a radio pouch, water bottle pouch, you know, whatever you really wanted to put in there, you could. I think they're pretty cool. Now, what I didn't like, when I'm running the chest rig straps, of course, the top strap I would run through here and then buckle it in, and it was fine. But the bottom strap, I didn't like doing that. One side, I would, just to keep it like in place, but on the side that I go in and out of, I always go in and out from the right side of a carrier or chest rig. I would leave it out of here because I found it just to be a pain in the ass to get the buckle in and out and then open up the back strap. Maybe you won't have that issue. I did, but that is just my recommendation. If you're going to run the backstrap through, I'd only run it through one side, one keeper, and I would leave the other one undone. It doesn't affect performance. As a matter of fact, when I did run these, I didn't even run the backstraps through there at all, and there was no issue. They didn't slip or slide or act weird. Overall, I think they're pretty cool. The coloration is okay. It's not horrible. It's not the worst Ranger Green I've ever seen. It's also not the best. Some real Ranger Green webbing for comparison. It's pretty close, so not too bad. If you have a chest rig and you want some wings, that'll be a little more functional to allow you not just a radio. Check these out. You might like them. They are not rigid. They don't have any sort of like rigidity or Tigris in them or anything. They're just floppy, laser cut Cordura, or in the real world ones, the real fancy Spiritus ones, they're laminate. But either way, not a bad product overall. As always, man, get out there, play some airsoft, LARP smarter, not harder. Hope you enjoyed this video. Take care. Peace.